Hey, it's a podcast. Tonight with me, I have the most attractive man in the world, who's got the face of an angel, the hair of Macklemore, the private life of Charlie Sheen, Stuart Blue. Next, I have a man whose arms are often mistaken for tree trunks, who's got a smile that flashes brighter than 1,000 suns. Everyone say hi to the dictionary definition of stud, Daniel Friedman. Next, I have avid cat photographer and tie-dye enthusiast, as well as yogi on the path to nirvana, Genevieve Khan. I'm Andrew Falone, and I'm your host. This is the Human Intelligence Podcast, or as we like to call it here on the internet, HTTP. So, a few things to get out of the way before we go. This is a conversation-based humor podcast. That means we're just going to be talking and having a good time. But given that it's a conversation, we're going to go in all sorts of directions. So, with words like penis, New Mexico, aliens, probing, and Nutella offend you, we don't have to talk about my dream last night, and this might not be the podcast for you, so just be warned. As well as that, we're also going to try to keep swearing at a minimum, but, you know, it just might happen. It is a conversation, so be warned. Lastly, if you see me looking at my phone, I'm not texting Bay, no matter how on fleek she is. I've got my notes here, so just so you know, this is just the podcast notes. That being said, here we go. So, how you guys doing?
I'm swell. What about you?
I am fantastic. I'm pumped. I'm ready. Oh, man. So, internet's stupid, right? Like, beyond the fact that we're on it now, it's like, I saw the stupidest thing. So, you guys know the old, like, they're taking the hobbits to Isengard thing?
Right,
Yeah, taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Right.
So, there's a video of, there's a 10-hour version of that.
Yeah.
There's a video of a guy sitting and watching the entire 10-hour version of that. It's just him staring at a screen for like 10 hours and 7 minutes, rubbing his eyes every once in a while. Like, the internet's just stupid.
Now, how
Like,
much money did he make? Like, how many views?
It had like 200 views. It's just sad. It's just like,
That's a waste of time.
But he also got to watch the Taking the Hobbits to Isengard for 10 hours.
how
So
long would that be
complete
stuck in
waste.
your head? Oh my god. After 10 hours.
Did you see the mashed potatoes one?
No, what was it?
It's the same thing, except it's just the mashed potatoes part where Gollum's like, "What's potatoes?"
There's so much dumb stuff on the internet. I guess that's why it's great, just because it lets people do whatever they want.
You know, the last thing that I watched on the internet was Justin Bieber.
Okay.
I don't want to be judged for that.
Bay number
Hey,
two.
I'm just scrolling, and it's
We all do it. We all do
I
it.
just happened to search
This happened,
Justin
yo.
No.
Weird. I'd only accidentally watched 4 of his videos,
it
and then
just happened because he's like weird. Like his Calvin Klein thing was weird. But I was scrolling, and like it was like a video of him in a dark room. You can't see his face. I'm like, all right, and the caption was like, "I'm apologizing, like, oh, Justin, oh, baby," and he was like, "I'm sorry for being a douche the last year and a half." I'm like,
yeah.
that's not me. I'm like,
Maybe don't throw water bottles
I
at
feel
me
you,
anymore.
Justin. So,
God.
you know, besides my constant trolling with Twitter.
Like, being famous would be rough. Because, like, I do a lot of stupid things in my life. But, like, being famous, the world would have to see all of them.
Like, I was just telling Daniel this. I was watching Conan O'Brien. I love Conan O'Brien. But he had a Bill Burr on, who's a comedian.
Yeah.
And it was talking about how he, like, totally, like, likes Justin Bieber because if he was 18 with, like, that much money and that much fame, he'd be doing the exact same stupid stuff. Like, probably even worse. Like, I feel like, he does as much stupid stuff as anybody else, except everybody just knows about it.
Except he did get kicked out of a country. Don't forget
That
about
is
that.
true. I have never gotten kicked out of a country.
That's like a life goal, you know? It's like, didn't Borat, like after Borat came out, he was like put like as enemy number 1 for Kazakhstan.
He almost got arrested for kidnapping Pamela Anderson because there were no actors in that movie, and she was
Oh,
not
yeah.
aware they were going to kidnap her.
It's so funny. It's such a good movie. It's terrible. So, it's like stupid stuff on the internet. It's just like the news in general. Like, people are so stupid. I was reading this news story about, it's man dressed as Teletubby breaks into house and performs reverse robbery. So he's this
gives
guy.
them stuff.
He was real drunk, I guess, and he was dressed as a Teletubby, like the yellow Teletubby, obviously. And so come on. So if you're gonna dress as a Teletubby, you gotta dress as the yellow one, or that creepy son, like a little baby.
The baby.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah. No, but so then he goes into his friend's house. He like breaks in through a window. Then he fills his friend's backpack with like Chinese food and leaves. Like reverse robbery. He didn't take anything. He just like put Chinese food in his backpack and left.
The new like weird trend is people posting pictures of their takeout Chinese food in the styrofoam in their bathtub. They're like, I'm in the bath and I'm eating Chinese. So basically, like, your life is amazing. That's a new low.
You guys know that bath trays exist? Like, okay, so like the amount of bath enjoyment is like a bell curve. You know, like when you're a little kid, it's like baths, and then you get to play with your like rubber ducky. You get to, like sink the Titanic 4 times in a row. Then you
So much fun.
once in a while you fart in the bath. It's like boiling water. But also, so it just goes down. Like you hate taking a bath when you're a kid, right? Now, like if I have time to take a bath on the weekend, it's a good weekend.
He likes taking baths. He says, "Wow,
I take baths.
I should."
Hey,
Dude,
stop.
the baths rock, right?
Yeah.
I pick up on this
Okay,
one.
I
What are you
don't.
guys?
But it's like I would like to. I just
Right?
Yeah,
Like, if it's
we
like a
are-
Sunday afternoon, like, you know what? I don't feel emasculated. I'm manly with my bubble bath.
Do you read a book in the bath?
Well,
Like,
that's where I'm
do you
going with
light
this.
some candles?
You know, they're
I
like
play some
bath
music.
trays.
I
You can, like,
relax.
yeah, no, they're bath trays. You can put like music, you can get like food and like a book all on like a bath tray. These exist and they like float. I want a bath tray. That'd be fantastic.
Okay.
I have a jacuzzi, and it's awesome. But it's like a bath jacuzzi. so
Okay,
it's
if I had a
kinda-
bath jacuzzi, then
But
yes,
it's
I would
still
take
bath.
baths all the time.
that'd be good. Like the hotels that have like the whirlpool bath. Oh.
Like, I just have a regular old bathtub. My bathtub isn't even shaped like a bathtub. Your bathtub is like an oval shape. Mine is like, it's like flat right here, and then there's a little tabley part. You got your shampoo and stuff, and then it goes around, and then it comes back around. It's like a square with like a piece missing out of it. So when you
So-
with my body,
What you're saying is that
I
you
wanna
swim
see-
laps in your bathtub.
I used when I was a little kid, I was like, you know, whatever. I would like swim laps in my bathtub. Yes.
Yo, there's things that I'm pretty sure like every kid did. Like you guys make waves in the bath, like by going back and forward, Feels like a tsunami.
No, I used to put on goggles and
Me
like
too.
dive.
Me
So
too.
like I'd like throw something there and be like, alright, then I'll be right back. And just like, and I was like 2 inches under him, and I was like, oh my
No,
god.
I used to do the same thing.
It's a bit embarrassing when I was like 3 or 4, maybe 5. I used to pee in my eye.
12.
Wait.
Whoa, whoa,
wait,
whoa, hold on.
Wait. Before he says something, you gotta analyze. I used to pee in my eye.
Can you allow? Like,
So like,
oh,
like when I was like
straight up, we're
yeah.
just
So okay, here, like I'm just chilling in the bathroom, just lying down, right?
Right?
no.
I'm a little kid, don't know how to control it. Just like peeing is like,
Mom!
Wait, but like, that happened more than once?
maybe.
I remember one of my few memories of being a baby is being a like small baby, like maybe like I don't know, like, how small do you have to be for them to change like 9 months? I remember peeing on the ceiling because like and you take the diaper off and you just get going.
You're
on the
doing
ceiling.
I peed on the duck.
Okay.
Show who's boss.
So
You marked
when I
your
was,
territory.
When they like brought me in, because I was like too small of a baby, like my parents were concerned. Like they were like,
You're
yeah,
still
my
too small of
child
a
is
person.
like too small. And they're like, he's like, okay, well like let me just like see him for a second. And they like set me down and I just like peed all over the doctor. That's a great story.
I had weird things as a baby. I like as a small child, I have a twin. For those of you who don't know.
Really?
Oh.
Okay.
I just thought you could be at 2 places at the same time.
I can do that too. Anyways, so me and my brother, 2 years old, in the crib. Parents are downstairs. We leave the crib, go to the door, rip off the hinges, and kick the door down.
That happened.
guys-
Wait,
happened.
2?
Yeah,
Like 2 years old?
Yeah,
And
maybe
Kicking
younger.
an entire
you
door
could
down.
just like pop off the
Yeah.
hinges.
we were impressive.
And just like kick it down.
I told you, I was mistaken for tree trunks.
Yeah,
That's like no. That's
they're
like
actually oaks. If
Oh,
you wanted to
yeah.
know the exact species.
they in the like people take that babysitting class when you're in like 5th grade.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, we're gonna teach you how to babysit kids and not like let them die and like those
Stop.
kind of things.
Call 911. She's
Get the
unconscious.
Your
AED!
mom does too, but okay. So they teach when they like have the part where you like take care of the baby and like they teach you how to do like the Heimlich on a baby because it's different for an adult and a baby. And they're like, okay, here's how you change the diaper, and they're like, okay, now you're gonna wanna put like a cloth or like a wipe or something over them so they don't pee on you. I'm like, it's probably just dudes, because they're the worst, obviously.
No.
Girls are always awesome.
Why are there 3 guys here?
Because I was talking to Danny about this. I'm like, wow, I'm the only girl here. Like, what the heck? And like, these two have matching hair, so whatever.
It's because we're beautiful.
And he said, good, like, it's better that way. And I said, I'm gonna take that as you're threatened by many women, so, like, one.
We just gotta keep our superiority.
Women rock. Like, I like women way more than I
Malone
like
is a
guys.
feminist, don't even start with him. You thought you were getting into
feminist?
something good? No, he's a feminist.
Like kids,
I agree.
I feel like kids just doing stuff. Like kids get away with everything. Like I want to be able to hide in the middle of like the clothing racks at stores and like have my own little world filled with hangers.
Yeah, I
and,
do
like,
it really drastic turns.
like filled with like hangers and happiness
doesn't
and
wanna
random
talk about
strangers
this.
being surprised by you.
Oh my god, okay. Speaking of how like kids can get away with things more than adults, especially like rude comments.
Yeah.
Same with
My little sister was like, okay, I don't know how old she was, but she was like really little. Like she's like 8
I know what you're
now,
gonna say.
but she's like younger, and she saw like Obama when he was running on the TV, and she was like, who is that? And I'm like, no, that's Obama. So she just kind of thought that every black person was Obama.
Oh, that's
Because,
rough.
like, so we'd be like walking down the street, and she'd be like, Mom, Obama! And we're like, no, I'm really sorry. And of course, like, but like if I did that right now, there might be like questions. You know
Or
what I'm saying?
beatings,
Right.
too. Getting a whooping on. No, but wow, man, when I was a kid, I remember we were in an elevator once, and there's a woman just a bit larger, and so I remember like we just met like a friend of my mom's who was pregnant, so I'm like, when's the baby due? It wasn't due. There was no baby. That's the most silent elevator ride I've had in my life. Oh, it's just rough.
I remember when I was a little kid, and you know, you go on like little trips, and you go on little like trinkety stores, and you're little, and everything's really fragile. You don't want to touch anything, and your parents are like, "Don't touch anything." So I would walk
So you
through the
touch
store.
everything?
No, my mom's nickname is the Warden, as you know, and so obviously I feared her, and as I got older, like I know I wasn't supposed to touch anything, like I know I was supposed to be careful, and she would just look at me and she'd be like, touch anything. I'm not touching anything!
This happened last week, right?
You know, that's what I teach my children.
There's so many things like
Anything.
when you're a kid, like you can do stuff. Like I was thinking about like doing stuff that like now that like people wouldn't know how to react to. Like I was sitting in class, I'm drinking my juice box as you do when you're a cool guy, and so I'm thinking like if you just took my juice box and just started like squirting it all over everyone around me, just people would have no idea what to
a
do.
waste of juice.
That'd be fast. Like people have no idea what to do. Like, people couldn't react.
So did this happen?
No,
You just, like,
I
think of
wish.
this example.
I was just thinking about that in the class. Like,
Were you boring?
I mean,
Were you bored?
no, I'm always scintillated in my class, but still, I mean, you just get to think about like spraying your juice box on people, or like if you just like ran out of the room, like people wouldn't know what to do. People don't know how to react because it's just so out of the ordinary for you to do stuff.
I remember in my trig class last year, Michael Turner, he had a frisbee with him, and we were like sitting in class, and him and his brother John were in this class, so they were like goofing around, and I'm pretty sure there's another set of twins. I think it was the Drummonds or something, like Jack and Tom, or maybe not Charlie.
Triplets.
Sorry, whatever. Okay, and all of a sudden, like, everyone's messing around because we had this slogan, and all of a sudden, Michael Turner throws this frisbee. He tries to get it to someone across the room, just throws it completely in the wrong direction, hits the floor, rolls, and like this is all while the teacher's back is turned, rolls on the floor, and falls down right at her feet. And they're like, and she got so angry. She's like, Michael, please leave the room.
I mean, God, this like
Which is
people don't.
completely
Yeah, totally.
understandable.
Like people, but like it's just it's stuff like people like I wouldn't know how to react. Like it's just like you don't know what to do.
It's great. Also though, like during class, I've noticed I've taken like more detail to what my teachers wear, and like I commend some of them. Some of them, I'm like, you're dressing your age, you're dressing like still hip. Some teachers I know
definitely,
like to dress like teenagers.
The departments definitely have like different levels. Like I think like the history department has like gotten it
The
down.
history department is
Like,
awesome
they're top
because they
notch.
all look super chill but like classy at the same time.
Yeah, and then I think after that it's like the English department.
English
then they're
department,
gonna do, you know,
everyone's
and
like,
then-
I'm an English teacher and I'm
Looking
looking
good.
suave.
And then you know, like I mean, you know, languages and sciences they do
Languages,
well.
they're like,
math teachers, like I love my math teachers, but like they just look at it like I do at school, you know, just like hanging out in jeans.
I'd say there's less on the totem
Well, I mean,
pole of
There's been the gym
dressing.
teachers, but that's understandable.
Well, yeah.
They're supposed to wear sweatpants.
Come on, Mr. Soto, I need a suit. Gosh.
No, he needs to wear his sock.
Yeah, no, he does.
Otherwise his like
Good food.
it's gonna fall off or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking about the other day. So like, I was thinking about going for a bike ride, but because it was a little warmer a few days ago, but I think it's still icy. I don't want to wipe out. I'm gonna have like a big stupid scab. So like, as kids, like, I would wipe out all over the place. Like I remember biking in the rain. And, like you go, and, like I went around the corner, and I go, and my bike just flips up entirely sideways and lands on me. I slide, like I've got a big scab up my leg.
Sorry, I was like pretty young. I was probably like 8
Yeah.
ish, and well, I don't know. How old are you when you like? No, that's
You
young.
wanna ride a bike?
When
Well,
you
you
ride a
can,
bike,
Bike like without.
Faces. handlebars.
I don't think like you first
Without-
second grade.
No, without
I was
chains.
bored, but I'm impressed.
No, like
Two-wheeler.
6.
Like 5 or 6.
Yeah,
6? I think 6 is
I was
fine.
definitely
like first grade maybe.
Right, okay, so I'd go with like 6. Okay, so I was like 6, right? And I was in my house.
I just
And
learned to bike really late.
okay, well, like it comes.
Some of us don't have tree trunks for arms, Daniel.
Yeah, so I'm
It's hard.
biking.
It's unbalanced.
So my mom is like, I'm like, Mom, I really want to bike around the block. She's like, okay, fine, like don't wipe out, please, and then like just come right home. Like I'm waiting. I'm like, all right, sweet. Oh, I'm so cool. So I started to bike. I'm just like balling. I'm like 6 years old, and so
As you do.
there was like this little, like somebody's driveway was just at a little bit of an angle, and I totally wiped out, like really bad. And so like I didn't really know what to do because it was like if my house was like if the block was here, my house was here. I wiped out like on
Aw.
literally as far away as possible. And so I kind of just like left my bike and just like started to walk home because I'm sure it really wasn't that bad, but I was just like, oh my god, I'm so like in
I'm
pain.
gonna
And
die.
so I was gonna go home, but then my neighbor, who's like a nice guy, like he wasn't like a creep or anything, saw me and he was like, oh my gosh, like, are you okay? Do you want to come inside? And I was like, oh yeah, sure. So I went inside and he sat, like, he turned on like SpongeBob or whatever, and he like gave me a bandage. But like meanwhile, my mom's like, where is my child? Because it was like
Yeah.
a long time.
You know, opposed to the other neighbor that takes you inside and gives you bandit, and he's supposed to like total creep.
Yeah. So like then she just started going like door to door and calling everybody, and I'm like, oh mom, sorry, I was just like chilling with my friends. I was like my neighbor's house. Sorry.
My 40-year-old friend, which I, we have a special secret.
Ew.
No,
This is for school flown.
but no, like I remember when I was a kid, so I was doing the same thing, biking up and down your block, and I can talk, don't hate, and so at the very end, I go up the driveway, I turn around real fast, hit my brakes, I'm feeling, I'm the top of the world.
Tokyo
and,
drift.
Oh, totally. The back wheel skids and there's a black tire mark on the white driveway. I'm thinking, I'm gonna die.
Ooh, so
I'm
bad.
gonna die.
So bad.
I'm gonna die. I like go home for like the next week when I walk past, just look at it. I run past their house because I don't want them to be mad at me. They have no idea it's me, but I was so positive they were gonna be so mad. And like the rain comes and it's gone.
You're an
But
awful human being. We're just off.
I should never have been forgiven.
One time when I was riding my bike, they were doing some work on the street, like they were replacing pipes or cement, so the ground was really dusty from all the busted up concrete, and I was turned around the corner and the ground was so slippery because of the dust, and like my bike just went out and I like fell, and I was like, okay, but like I was completely fine.
I was just like, oh, okay.
Like it's just enough. I mean, there's workers like maybe 50 feet away from me. I'm like, hello, your mess caused me to fall. They like didn't even look at me. I'm like, deuces, I'm out of here. Like I wasn't hurt, so I just got
That's probably what you said.
Exactly, word for word.
I'm injured and you don't care.
When I was about 8, I was doing some sick scooter tricks, right?
Oh, yeah.
Going off the curb,
Yes.
doing some bunny hops. That's about all I could do, but it was pretty cool. So I'm doing this bunny hop off the curb, and I just like scab really big next day. This girl, she's like, so how do you get that scab? I'm like, really bad scooter
like,
accident.
Attacked by
And it was like
ninjas.
5th grade, and she's like, oh, you still use scooters? Ha, nerd. I'm like,
The tree trunks hadn't grown all the way yet.
you know, it's true. That's why.
Oh man. Oh, the worst is like when you just fail utterly when you're trying to look cool. Like I remember
I have one like that.
I'm biking and I'm probably in like 6th grade and going up like the little because you're still biking on the sidewalk and I'm trying to do a wheelie like right when you go up onto the sidewalk and like you just little cutout. I pop up, it just rains. So I down up on my back wheel. I just go flat on my back.
I have impressive, though. That's a lot of momentum.
Then, worst off, I'm in 6th grade. I've got like my first phone. It's real exciting. I cracked like it was a flip phone, little screen on the back that had like a little like pixelated picture of the sun and like the time. I cracked that. Like it was rough.
So I had an alley in my old house, and so I was biking up and down. What grade were we? Like that was like 6th. I don't know. I'm so bad at like times.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say it was 6th grade.
It was
I'll
last
remember
week.
by the end of the story.
And so I like had this bike, and I would just like bike back and forth through the alley, and there were people doing there were construction workers on like the other side, and I was trying to bike like as fast as I could till I got to my house, which was about the middle, and then like turn and slam the front brake so that I'd like, try to whip around.
I remember.
And so like I keep trying, and like there's all these like big dudes doing work, and I was like, okay, if I can like
Gotta press the
nail
big
this,
dudes.
I was like, if I could nail this, like I'd be legendary. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'm just like gonna go for it because I wasn't like turning it up, and so I was just like, all right, check this out, and I go back and I go as fast as I can. Boom! And just like, I've never wiped out so bad. And it's just like, it was so embarrassing. And this dude's like working, he's like, oh, nice, bro. And I'm like bleeding, and I'm just like, your arms up. Rad.
Was the cool?
And I was like, oh god, it's so cool. And I was like, my arms bleeding. Anyway.
My brother was longboarding down Hampton, like through the big hill by Cumberland. And the thing just slipped out from under him because there's a bunch of bumps. It was when the road had never been worked on, which is weird because it's worked on all the time now. And he falls off, and he's just kind of slipping down the road, tumbling.
It's just like
And this old woman,
dude.
this like 80-year-old woman passes. She's in the passenger seat of the car. I don't think she can drive, but she just yells, "LOL, fail!" And then he's like, "5th grade."
I don't know if you guys have like younger neighbors, but the new cool thing are actually they were cool and like went out of style.
You can say ripsticks, like you.
Ripsticks.
I could never do it. I couldn't.
I couldn't.
I could do it.
My cool just wasn't
Gotta
there.
get those fluid like hips and whatever.
Wait, what about
It's a thing.
Heelys?
I never had Heelys.
Heelys never went out of style. Heelys are
Heelys.
beautiful.
My parents like $50 for a pair of shoes. Oh, that's way too expensive. Now like every pair of shoes is like $100.
I gotta get some
my
Heelys.
parents loved me, right? And just kidding. But my dad got Heelys for my brother and I. And so
Blues Brothers on Heelys.
I could like do it like pretty well. Like actually, like, I don't know why, but I just like understood it. My dad and brother just couldn't. But a friend, Will, and I would go to Costco all the time. Sorry, they never had Heelys. My friend Will and I would go to Costco or Target all the time.
Daniel wasn't invited.
And we'd go just to Healy until like they like banned us. Because they were like,
Little rascals.
I
They
never
were like,
got banned for
stop
using
healing.
Shut up.
I was always terrified when I knock stuff over stores and I get banned. Like, you're like, if you're in the store, like, you knock something off the shelf, like, you can't come back. Like, I thought they'd enforce it, like, they'd see you on the security camera, like, they'd come get you and get you out. I was scared, I don't know.
You know
That's
these.
good. Oh, man.
It's a good story.
Great, thanks, it was really scintillating, yeah. No,
You
Heelys,
keep on saying that.
Heelys were the best.
Henry's it. Much pretending to understand.
I was always jealous of the kids that had them. But, yo, I was thinking, like,
Feelings are dumb.
grade school?
Whoa!
Whoa.
No!
No.
Feelings are dumb.
Take that
They're
back.
ugly. They're
They
dumb.
are
They're
ugly.
savage.
They are ugly.
So
They
ugly.
are a sign
Have
of
you
social
ever
status.
Healy though?
Would I fall? I feel like I would like. You wouldn't
Well, at
think you would
first.
fall.
I heard
but,
it's
like,
really
Well,
bad
like-
for your ankles.
Well,
Okay, then. Really
but
good
like
point.
once like you get it down, it's like the chillest thing ever. Just gonna
Like,
Do
okay, so
Healy, you know,
grade
like,
school, they have
Heelys
bands
to
on
your
Heelys.
girls, like,
So what's cool?
hey girl, and
Grade-
then you Healy up to her.
Like all the grade schools and everything, right? Because like that's what kids have them. I bet the high school doesn't have any Healy band.
Totally.
Well,
They have
they
Heelys.
don't have a ban on blasting music in the hallways. So I
Oh,
don't see why not.
You're mad. You're mad. Okay. God.
These kids though, these kids that live on my block, we
I got you.
just, oh my goodness.
Oh, you got more.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We just got our street redone, so it's like completely smooth and awesome, and like it's been forever terrible.
Sorry.
Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah.
He is, but his dignity won't.
Sorry, if you watch that back, I just tried to flick it and it just like fell. Sorry.
Ruin my story.
Okay, sorry.
It wasn't a good story.
I know.
Okay, my neighbors, like,
Now we're-
they're probably in, like, 5th grade, and, you know, like, they got their ripsticks on, and, like, okay,
It's like the ripstick motion.
yeah,
That
it's,
ripstick.
it's the dead of winter, like, it's cold, right? And these 5th grade girls are walking around with, like, super saggy beanies, and they're, like, really big sweatshirts. I'm like, you know it's winter, like, where are your parents? You should be wearing a coat.
It's so cool. They're just like,
That's all they wore.
We don't have
They just
parents.
wore big beanies. Like no
When
other
you're
clothes.
an adult,
the worst were coats when you
you
were.
can choose if you wear coats.
No, the worst was coats when you were trick or treating.
The warden always made me wear a coat.
I wear a coat in my trick or treating costume too. Cause like you get your costume, you're like,
Yes.
yeah, Han Solo. Everyone just think I'm the coolest. I don't know.
I mean, Han
Solo. You know, the blaster made the sound. It went like.
And your mom's
I was
like,
the coolest.
"Wear a coat."
Yeah, and then it's like, gotta wear a coat. Like, no, come on.
No,
No.
no.
The worst is like when your parents are like, no, wear a coat because I'm cold. Like, did you never have like, I'll be like,
Yeah.
Mom, like, well, okay, not now. But like, when I was like younger, my parents would be like, no, like, it's really chilly in here, like, put on a coat. I'm like, Dad, but I'm fine. And he's like, no, I'm chilly. It's cold in
Like a
here.
bit of tone.
Yeah, that was my story.
The worst is like, you're trying to be cool and like, you're fine, you're like, I don't need a coat. And you're like on a walk or you're like out somewhere with your parents, like you're whatever. And like the wind comes, like it gets dark and you start getting a little chilly and they're like, I told you to bring a coat. And you're like, I'm
And
fine.
you're just like, I'm fine, okay. You know?
The worst
The
is
really
when your
worst.
brother, the really worst, is when your brother gets surgery on his ear, right? So he has to wear this thing, like right here, wrapped around his head. And he has it on Halloween, so he can't wear his mask. And so, instead of getting to wear your really cool zombie doctor mask, your mom puts makeup on you to make him feel better. And it's really sad. Like, I just...
Poor Daniel had a rough childhood. He didn't
I
have
remember-
Heelys,
No Heelys, no mask.
no masks.
I was at
That
Land's
would
End,
actually be sad.
and Land's End had like a little like onesie pajama thing that was like a lion, and Mom's like, "Oh, you could be a lion for Halloween." I wanted to be the Grim Reaper that year, and Mom's like, "You could be a lion." So it was a tough contest between like being, and I'm in like 2nd grade. You gotta be that cool Grim Reaper.
gotta be the
You're gonna
cool,
scare everybody.
scary
You're like this eye, or I'm gonna be a lion. And it's like it's zipped up the whole front. It had like little footies.
Well,
It
yeah,
was all like
jammies.
furry. It's like there's that conflict between like making your parents happy or like being cool, and obviously go for being
Oh.
cool because you gotta be that cool kid, you know.
Totally.
living that
I
life.
always get
You gotta like
guilted,
sacrifice it to be cool.
like, especially like when I was like younger, like getting guilted into like doing stuff by our parents. That would always work on me.
Oh.
Like my mom would be like, "Hey, look, I really want you to wear this like ugly sweater. Like, it's gonna look really nice when we go to like whatever."
It's got like a teddy
And
bear
I'm like-
and some hugs
And
on
I'm
it.
like, "Mom, but like I'm like trying to look swaggy, like not." And
You're
my
cramping my
mom's like,
style,
my
Mom.
mom's like, "What did you just say to me?" I'm like, "Whatever." No, but then I like end up wearing it, and my mom would be like, "Oh yeah, thanks." I'm just like, "Ugh." I have this inner conflict, and that happens.
Do you
too
want
much.
to write a book about it? You can talk about the inner conflict in an essay. Really
Search for
heartfelt. Search for self.
Search for self. My mom made me wear this, and I didn't want to wear it, but I overcame adversity, and I wore it, and I felt good
So
because
transition
I
to
made
adulthood.
her happy, and she's the one who birthed me.
It's really a rite of passage story.
That's really sweet.
There's some good motifs in there.
Come on, Daniel likes my story.
You should be an author.
Thank you, Daniel. I'm currently, won't give anything away, but I'm writing a really awesome letter to somebody who, not myself, but as a collective with some group of other people at the school, we're unhappy about a decision that was made, and I'm writing a baller letter. It's so professional. It's not like I hate you,
Like,
you're dumb. It's like
Wait, a rule
Alright,
that was.
so let's see. Let's think about.
Really?
Let's think about what would make Genevieve
not
mad.
a rule. It's just like a decision.
Well, let's contemplate.
I don't wanna
What would
give
make
anything
Genevieve
away.
mad? What rules matter? Is it a new tidy policy?
They banned cats in the school.
No, not again.
Man, I was walking my cat and I'm just like, gosh, I forgot my biology binder. So I tried to take my cat and they're like, nope,
Wait.
there goes my grade.
So does that mean you can't dissect cats?
Wait, are you being serious?
Because that's like an actual.
I thought you were like
I thought that was
worried
legit.
about like the dissection of the cat.
No, I would never dissect a cat.
Hey, they're raised on a very clean cat farm.
I'm not
They
an
kill them
cat
humanely.
bio.
My cat ran away. I'm really sad now.
Aw.
Really sad.
Daniel, you have a terrible life.
It's okay, he's got the tree trunk.
This podcast is not actually called HTTP. It's called
Daniel's really
Terrible
terrible
Life.
life. Wow.
No.
So insane. So insane. It's
Okay, no, I'm
I
actually
didn't say
interested
really,
in
so
what's
it's fine.
making me so mad. Aren't you guys? Can you tell us?
It's
We'll all rant.
okay.
Maybe we'll
We can talk about it. It's not like, being unhappy about something isn't alright.
It was an
School
anonymous
sponsored.
letter, but it's okay. It's not anonymous. As I'll talk about it publicly because I
Look
will
at this.
air my
We have a
discontent.
camera right there.
That's really
Um,
professional.
I am very unhappy with not the choice of musical this year, but the way
Oh,
that
yeah,
the
there's no
music
pit.
is going. There is a pit, but myself and my friends we all have played in the pit, and like it's super fun. And like, I mean, the musical is fun. Like people do the musical, we do the pit, and it's super fun. We hang out in the shoe, and we make the people in the musical sound really good.
It's all them, so it's not people singing.
Just
it's
saying,
yeah.
they don't
So,
appreciate us.
So like,
So there are no string parts
But okay.
for the pit.
Like that's
What?
not, but
This year.
there's gonna be a spring musical, so we could be on it then.
Oh,
now that
no.
what is what makes me mad. Maybe I'll
The
talk about
spring
that in a second.
musical is.
Is not okay. It's a spring musical. Let me
and
just like
I wanna
express.
it's on a CD.
This man's an actor.
No,
What?
wait, wait, wait.
Music
Wait, hold
is
on.
not live.
Okay,
It's on a
alright,
CD?
hold on.
Yeah.
Not only is it on the CD, well I know,
Let's hear this.
but I like really like acting and like the plays.
Yeah,
but
the
I
plays.
do not like singing
Okay.
or musicals. I just like don't like musicals in general. I appreciate them. I have respect for them. I'll occasionally go see them, but like for the most part, I just
Take
don't.
him out on a date once or twice.
Yeah,
Not
you know what I'm
the full
saying?
commitment.
I take that musical
But,
Red
like-
Lobster. I tweet it right.
With those
Damn them cheesy biscuits.
But like for the most part, I just like I didn't try out for the musicals like
Yeah.
in freshman year or
No,
this
I
year
was the
because
same
I
way.
just didn't want to. I'd much rather do the plays. And now
They
this
took it away
play
from you.
is now a musical, and it made me really.
See, that's
But I
Really
guess the
bad.
thing is though, we can't necessarily like. I guess the joke gets changed, and that's always what's tough.
We're not bashing.
Because the thing is,
and I'm sure there's like
there's
a
always-
reason behind why they did it.
I like that there are lots of
But,
people
like,
who really
I'm
like
just like-
musicals, obviously.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just
It's
that it's frustrating because Shoemaker, he was so cool about it. He's like, hey guys, like there's no books for the strings, but like I'm gonna try and like write you some music. Like I'm
Oh,
gonna do
nice.
my best. and like he was really busy, and like he didn't really get around to it, and they've had rehearsal and stuff. But that's not his job. Like
Yeah.
I don't feel
It's
like
just, it's tough.
it's
It's tough to make everyone
It's
happy.
just that there could have maybe been there could have been some more conversation about it beforehand, being like, what do you usually have?
Right.
And so there's not too much change. So there's not, because the pit, like, sometimes they have difficulty getting people to play in the pit, because like,
Right.
it's kind of a weird thing. So Shu has never like turned anyone away from it before. So that was a really big deal that there was like no problem.
Absolutely, feel better. Yeah. moving
You
away.
fixed it! Problem's over!
Done?
Moving away from the depressing stuff. So I'm turning 18,
Sorry.
and so like there's nothing good.
It's
that
not
can do anything
exciting.
with it. It's not.
It's not
Okay.
exciting.
I'm gonna go play bingo at Potawatomi with
Can I
all
go
grandmas.
this?
Like
Can I
I
go
go
this?
get some lotto scratchers.
Except it's Potawatomi, so it smells disgusting.
Yeah.
I don't want to be there
Yeah.
anyways.
Like I enlisted for the draft. Jazz hands.
Why?
Like, because you have to. You go to jail if you don't.
Okay.
Jail. Like,
Whatever.
I could go buy a cigar. Like how?
Yeah, can
there's
we
nothing that's fun
smoke
about being
cigars?
18.
I celebrate
Other than
my
voting, okay. So voting's cool, but like there's not even an election right now to vote.
It's alright.
The voting, no.
I celebrated my 18th birthday with all my kitties, who are all 16 and 17.
Gotta
But,
start
like,
early.
But like, what was I gonna do anyway? Like, I got my ear pierced. Like that was it.
Maybe I've seen toddlers with their ears pierced.
I know, like
Right.
people do it. I'm like, I want to go by myself because I'm an adult, and I'm like, Mom, I'm gonna do this, and she's like,
Couldn't
okay.
you also have like?
And
Okay.
I called and made the appointment all by myself, and I wasn't even gonna tell her. I was just gonna go do it and then come back, and she'd be like, okay, you did that thing, and like whatever. But then she ruined it because she went to go because the lady who cuts our hair, she pierces ears too, and she pierced my ears the first time. And my mom went to go get her hair cut, and the lady, her name's Laura, she goes, oh yeah, I'm seeing Genevieve on Saturday. And my mom's like, oh, okay. And she comes back and she's like, oh, are you going to get your ears pierced on Saturday? I'm like, I was so
I was trying to be
angry.
rebellious,
I
Mom.
was so angry. I was so
I've got too much teenage angst. You can't approve of me.
So yeah, it's gonna be like my cool thing, and she's like, I'm surprised you made the appointment by yourself. Like, Mom, you ruined it.
Oh, it's funny. Yo, the thing that like
It's now becoming Daniel's and Genevieve's really
Sad.
Our terrible lives.
Okay, we just started this over here being beautiful and
I
cool.
think it's the haircut.
It really is, you know. Like,
I think that's what it is.
I don't know how to do the and symbol.
I'll do it.
ampersand. Come on, get it right.
It's this.
Stupid.
No. Yes.
G and D. You know it.
Not to be confused with the gangster disciples.
Life!
I'm gonna do this.
You gotta get that ampersand in there.
I just said G because
Wait, no, I'm doing like the
School.
other end. Like, you know,
No,
like
no,
the
no,
back
no,
where
no,
it's
no,
like-
hold on.
Okay. I do this one in like when I write.
That's what I think. Okay, yeah, you gotta get the
I don't know, it's
ampersand.
stupid.
Like,
No.
There.
Oh, that one
Right
looks.
there.
That
No.
one looks better.
No.
no.
This one. This one. I do this one.
I'm glad that the podcast has turned into let's all play with a whiteboard.
Wait, what is that?
It's science.
Whoa.
It's a pretzel.
That was even worse. We're done. We're done. We're done.
Okay, so
So we've learned that Genevieve can't write. It could have something to do with the illiteracy. Beyond
And
that,
then I'm left-handed.
um,
It's a thing.
so
I just tell people that I have terrible handwriting because I'm left-handed, and then people who have good handwriting who are left-handed are like, "That's not a thing." I'm like, "You have
You are
to
such a
overcome
left-handed person.
adversity."
I like how incorporating that into the sentence there. Overcome adversity. Like,
I try.
no, yo, as a kid, like think about like getting your ears pierced, like sitting at the haircut place.
I had to wait until I was 10 years old until I could get my haircut. Or until I could get my ears
My
pierced.
parents are part of a fringe religious cult. They don't let you cut your hair until you're 10.
I mean,
Don't even get me started on circumcision. Oh, no. But,
Racy topic.
it's like,
That was
oh,
clever though. I respect that one.
yeah.
Turtleneck? Turtleneck.
Oh.
Shout out to our Ari! Ari Bechtel!
Talking about waiting in doctor's offices. So I remember a few years ago, I was waiting in a doctor's office. Just because thinking about waiting for a haircut, maybe
Because
thinking
you're
about it.
pancreas, right?
No, it wasn't my pancreas.
Oh.
My sister was getting insoles for her shoes, running stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
What do they call them? Inserts.
Inserts.
Orthotics.
Sure, that's
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I got that
That
vocab.
is a word.
Mm-hmm. But-
running life.
So I'm sitting there, and this woman comes in, and so she's a new patient, just to fill out all the forms. So can you verify your name for me? You go to the address and everything. And she's like, yeah. So BUTSCHITZ butt shits. You said that? No, that was this woman's name. She came in. Her last name was butt shits.
Butt shits.
Wow.
Some people,
unfortunate.
some people
Parents
didn't make it
hate
through
it.
grade school. I'm sure they didn't make it somehow.
That reminds me of one of my friends works at Fitzy's, and there's always interesting stories she has. She said this girl's prescription was ready and it was at the counter, so she was calling her name, whatever. She's like, Legina? And then the girl comes up and she's like, it's actually Legina. She's like, okay, whatever. And she I know it's our community pharmacy, but she's talking about how she saw this middle-aged couple there, and they bought a couple boxes of condoms, and I know that's a thing. Whatever, you buy your condoms, you do your whatever. You're middle-aged, you can do whatever you want, but do you really want to do that at your community drugstore? Can't you do
It would have been weird if they were non-middle-aged though, 90. Just coming in.
That would have been a story.
That just would have been impressive. They're just trying to get their last fun days out.
You shouldn't even eat that by
Just get a heart attack in the middle and die.
Menopause. Never had babies, so you're good.
I want to go out of this world like I went in, pooping and screaming.
What did you just say?
I wanna-
Think about that. What kind
I wanna
of
die
situation
like-
do you have to be? You have to be really sick, or somebody's torturing you and you also have to poop. That's just a really bad situation to die in.
Stu, before we started, you guys might have to poop in 20 minutes. So
No, I'm gonna poop my pants. Speaking of pooping
tell your
pants.
pooping pants story.
Okay, that's a segue for the ages. So, I'm in grade school. It's still innocent things happen. So,
Samantha.
I'm in first grade gym class, Mr. Genevieve.
Oh God,
and,
is that school?
Yeah.
Oh
So,
God.
it's first grade though. Can't tell me slack, it's first grade. So in gym class, we're doing the Macarena, as you do.
Oh, it's turning the Macarena.
So, we're doing the Macarena. We're all on the outside of the gym, music's going.
Yeah.
So I got a fight, right? You're in first grade, you're in gym class, you don't care about fighting. I'm like, oh great, Macarena's going on, you don't have to hold it in, I can just go for it. I just do my Macarena, get my, hey, Macarena. I crap my pants.
Was it right
So
at
bad.
hey?
I farted so
I mean,
in first grade.
Sharded.
But what did you do? Were you just hey teacher, I just crap myself, or
I
you just stay?
You're in first grade. It's this is the crisis of the century. If anyone finds out about that, you're gonna be poop kid for the next 7 years.
You're already diabetes.
I'm already
You
pancreas
need to be
kid.
poop
I don't need to
kid.
be pancreas poop. Come on. But pancreas is already poopy enough.
So actually, do you remember what you did?
I sprinted to the bathroom. I tried to get toilet paper and clean it
Right,
out.
exactly.
I remember my mom. I obviously had tiny whities at the time because I'm a player. But so she's like, "Gosh, this pants not real dirty." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know
You
what
just
happened."
went back after, or you didn't
What are you supposed to do?
well,
I filled my pants with toilet paper.
You.
So for perspective, this was first grade. Stuart's gonna tell a story about when he was in seventh
Wait,
grade.
first. So, what about the Macarena made you think, oh, I can just let it all rip?
Yeah, you got loud music playing.
But everybody
no one's
can
gonna
still
hear
smell
you.
it.
It's a cat. I found the key to Daniel's heart. It's cats.
Okay, so
Alright, I'm done.
Flown was in first grade.
As you do.
I was in 7th grade.
As you do.
So this was bad. You know what I'm saying? So I was like homesick for like a couple days with some stomach issues.
Okay.
And so
Makes sense.
I go to school, and I'm like, Dad, I really want to go to Will's house. And he's like, Are you sure you're feeling okay? And I was still feeling kind of crappy, but I was like, whatever. Like I'll just go to Will's. It's fine. Will, I just like talking about Will with the heathens. Yeah, Will's my friend. So I go to Will's
You have
house.
friends?
So I go to Will's house, and we're like outside, like playing basketball or something. And I just like fun, and you're around your friends, like farting is just like not like uncommon. So I'm
It's
just
not
like,
like a game.
well, like I'm
You're
not
gonna one-up
afraid.
each other.
I'm just me and Will, and so like flown, it just didn't go according to plan, and like
Mistakes were made.
It was a little bit, yes, mistakes were made. So like I just ran inside because I'm like you don't know what to do. I was like in seventh grade.
Dropping out your parents' legs.
So I'm just like, so Will walks outside with me and all he sees me is just like me just go and then just run inside. So it's just like
Did you get struck by lightning at the
He's
same
like-
time?
he's like what's like wrong with you? And I was like I come outside and I'm like okay I actually don't know how to tell you this but like I just like poop my pants. And he thinks it's funny. I'm like, yeah, it is funny until you've pooped your pants. So can you not laugh? And I don't really remember how like it worked out, but
It's all a blur.
it was an interesting day.
That's an understanding story though. Like you're sick, you're having some like
Right.
intestinal problems.
I mean, like, at least I wasn't at school.
I also would have accepted
I was
if
in
you
first
said
grade.
you previously ate Taco Bell.
He's never had Taco
or
Bell.
Neither have I.
Good, you
Yep.
don't need it.
Yeah.
Well, Taco Bell's trying to keep me safe, though. Like, the only...
wings.
the
Dudes are
only
always
time-
like, oh, we're getting wings later.
Well, the only
we should
time
maybe
that I ever went-
not do that.
The only time I ever went Taco Bell is, like, 4 in the morning. That's like guys sleep over with, like, musical and stuff. It's like, you go, it's closed. It's like they're saving me. But, yeah, Taco Bell...
Question.
I was gonna talk about coffee poops.
Oh yeah, do that first.
Okay.
Okay, the first story too.
Coffee poops are the worst. Like, I've talked about this, so like, I like cappuccinos, you know? You do your thing, you like cappuccinos. Well, they make you poop. It's like a laxative. It's not okay. So I texted Genevieve, so I'm at Cold I'm working on a paper, I'm like, man, I got my caffeine on, I'm being real productive. They just gotta poop in the middle of it. Like, it just kills the buzz.
Well, I have like this wasn't like a crappy my pants story, but it was in like 4th grade, right? And there was this new kid. I'm not gonna say his name because he still goes to school here. But like,
Definitely me.
no, it wasn't. Actually,
I was
Back to
I
Daniel's
wasn't-
terrible
I
life.
was a new kid in his 4th grade
Well,
class.
no, it wasn't Daniel.
Why?
Well, this kid moved here from, and like, he had an accent, and he didn't speak 100% fluently. I bet you, like, guys don't even know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so I'm sitting, and he's
Fourth
sitting
grade?
right behind me. Yeah, I'll tell you later. He's sitting right behind me, and like, you know, it's not healthy to keep those in, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, the worst part was it's silent reading time. So, like, it's like dead silent. And so I'm reading and I'm just like, damn, like, I need, just like, you gotta do what you gotta do. And so, I was like, I bet you, like, nobody's even gonna hear it. It was just like, it was disgusting. So, like, instead of being like, guys, I'm so sorry, I just yelled the kid's
No.
name behind me. It's like, dude, ew! Like, what's wrong with you? And
You're
he's
so mean!
Yeah, I
You're
know,
so
I
mean!
actually am the
You
worst.
were terrible people.
Yeah,
in
so-
school. It was hilarious.
So, like,
And you aren't now.
he's the new kid, so like nobody like
Aw.
everybody like expects it.
Listen,
You're the worst!
Yeah, I'll tell you.
wasn't 5th?
Oh.
That was
So I'm in 7th grade, right? And so we've got the same silent reading time. And, you know, and so 7th grade is the time when, like, you know, you're like, oh, like, girls are the thing, oh. It's like, you know, like, you want to, like, look good. Yeah, but so,
I know I
you always have that problem, yeah. You know, but, so I'm like, I can fight, so I'm like, oh. I gotta, one cheek sneak.
No. I've never heard that term before.
It doesn't work. Like, it just
Yeah, it
doesn't.
does.
No. It didn't then. No, I must have I just go in the middle of lit class. We're all supposed to be reading, and I was just so terrified. They're like, all the girls are gonna hate me, but then they'll just start cracking up and think it's the funniest thing in the world. 'Cause I just,
I mean, like,
oh.
why is it so bad though? like, besides the fact that sometimes it doesn't smell the best, like, we all do it. You know
What's the
what I'm
book?
saying?
Okay.
Everybody poops. Yeah.
Do you guys want to know something though? Girls, like, I don't know what guys think about girls. Like, obviously, we're the same. We have the same bodily functions and stuff.
They don't fart.
But girls are like
Girls don't fart.
masters
Go to the bathroom, just get like a
of
vacuum
the
and suck it all out of
silent
you.
fart. Like, I'm sorry, I just gave away our girl secret, but we're like, it's a thing. Like the silent farts, it is an art.
We have an audience that can verify apparently.
It is an art.
Is it? Is it an art?
It really is. You have to know, just like, there's a technique.
I've heard girls
there's-
floss. I heard they don't fart. That's what my
What?
sister told me.
Wait, what?
Okay.
What's flossing and farting? Where's the correlation there?
Fluff.
Fluffing.
Oh!
I suppose you could call it that, because since it's so silent, it actually is like a poop. It's like a hello.
I thought you said they floss, and I'm like, so I mean,
They
guys
floss.
don't floss, they fart instead.
So totally girls fart, or you don't want to fart, so you hold it in, and like literally it goes back into you, and it makes your stomach gurgle.
Oh.
It's so bad. And you're like, oh no, it's too far up, I can't get it out now. I just get this like gurgling.
Your stomach just explodes, and then you gotta get like your stomach.
So, like, you guys seen any good, like, movies recently? Or,
Girls' bathrooms have to be like the worst smelling place. Like,
Oh
they go in
my
packs,
God.
they have to like fart in packs too,
Oh
right?
my gosh.
But no.
why are you
Let me
telling us
tell
how
you.
girls' bathrooms smell?
I don't know, I'm assuming.
There are levels. So as you go up to the third floor bathroom, like for some reason
Because the
it gets
gas
No, no.
it gets warmer in the bathroom.
The guys' bathroom
The
up there,
guy's bathroom on this floor is so hot. It's like,
really no.
no,
Yeah.
like, I don't know why
warm.
this.
No, like
I get
in the
sweaty
winter,
walking
the
in.
windows are steamed up. Like it's bad. It just smells.
It's not from like the
sauna.
guys or anything. It's just like
It's just
really
the positioning.
hot.
The best bathroom in the school is in the music room.
Music
Oh,
Anyway.
totally. Like I make a point to just go.
Except don't go in the third stall.
Okay.
No, so
Okay.
as like you go up the floors, it gets hotter and like more rank, and like girls have more bodily fluids, so like there's an extra smell mixed in there, and you're like,
Oh.
you walk in there like I can't even go in the third floor bathroom. It's like I want to vomit when I go in
Okay,
there.
like, but like, have you guys actually seen some movies?
Oh.
I think we should like. I think we'd like.
Okay, yeah, we should be done with that one probably.
Girls' bathrooms are way nicer than guys.
One more
Just
farting
separate.
noise
Dude!
story.
Boston store. I'm at Boston
No,
store,
it's
and I
not
look at
there.
this hallway. I'm like, wow, there's a couch in that hallway, but
There's
it
a
says that's
huge
the girls'
bathroom.
bathroom.
They're like big meals. They have like an entire like powder room and like an anteroom to the bathroom.
Which
Straight
it
up.
is. It's pretty
I'm like,
nice.
why do they have a hallway before their bathroom? And my sister's like, oh no, that's the bathroom. They have couches in their bathrooms.
Yeah, the Boston Star bathroom is really nice.
Like everywhere though, like you go to the guys' bathrooms, like half the tiles are missing. There are like a few random like
Yeah.
plastic bags with
Creepy
questionable
guy in the
substances
corner.
in them. You know,
Butter
like the
food.
door doesn't shut. You know,
Yeah.
it's like come on.
Ew.
And like the girls' bathroom's got like all tiled and nice. It's got like big mirror. There's like soft jazz
something
playing.
to smell, like, yeah, I won't even tell you what you find in the toilet. I'm not
Okay,
gonna
Why
go
are we still
I'm not
talking?
gonna go there.
Hey,
Wait, one more.
I'm talking about tiles here.
One
Okay,
more.
tiles.
One more farting noise story. Apparently, some people have really good elbow hits. I don't know what this part of your arm is called. You know,
Your
like
arm?
when you do that thing on your arm, you make the farting noise. Okay, apparently some people have better arms for it than others. So
Do you have a special talent?
yeah, so I'm with my friend, with Patrick, and
Boyfriend.
my boyfriend. He's
Gotta
like,
impress him with them fart skills.
no, and he's
girl.
like, and he like has his arm like in my arm, or his head, his face in my arm. I don't know why. I was probably like going like this to him and like.
And
So he, you know,
I'm
like
sure you
tries,
really like that,
tries
though.
to make like a farting
That
noise
puts
in my
everything-
arm, and he does it. He's
Very
like,
warm.
"Oh my gosh, you have that special skin that makes like really good farty arm
so like,
noises
it's like this the skill that I could have.
that his brother has." He's like, Connor is the only other person I know whose arm sounds like this when you try and make the farting noise in it, and so he does it all the time, and like it's a special.
I feel like that's not how
quality
relationships are
I
supposed to
have.
work. It's
It's
that's
exactly-
what Red Bob's doing Olive Garden.
It's
Maybe
exactly
Applebee's
how they're
real
I
cheap now.
love Olive Garden.
Dude,
Ooh.
unlimited salad and breadsticks.
Oh,
Right here,
Olive
over here.
Garden, yeah. It's like,
Daniel gangsters.
I'll take the end of the Olive Garden. Mr. Tree Trunk.
Oh, dude.
Mr. Tree.
Usually dudes flex their muscles when you squeeze them, but Daniel just... I hope he's not
He doesn't need you.
I'm
Figured it out.
boxing right now.
The young trees,
I'm not. I
okay?
swear to God,
Just saplings. Okay, they're gonna grow.
I think that's awkward when people do that. Like, just touch your arm and like flex. I'm like, no, I don't want to be a dick.
Speaking of flexing, me and Falone have taken to this freshman in our orchestra class, because there's not many freshmen in our class.
What's his name?
Ben
Ben.
Siebert.
He's great. He's a good guy.
Ben Siebert's such
There's
a
like 2
little
freshmen in our
whatever. And yeah,
He's a
you
nice
were
guy.
a freshman in our class last year.
I was special.
You're special when you're in our
Still
class.
are.
So we've taken like a liking or like a weird relationship to him, and we're like weird around him. He hears our weird conversations and just like shakes his head at us.
He's
I
like
see
my
him.
bad puns.
I'm like directly across from you guys, so I just see him like all the time.
We're like,
He's always just like SMH. I'm like, hey.
Ben. So we
Get my
totally
puns.
messed with him so much, and a couple days ago we found his Instagram,
Ice bucket challenge video.
and he had
No
an ice
shirts.
bucket challenge, and he wasn't wearing a shirt. I'm like, Falone, check this out. So he does the like terrible thing, of course, on my phone all the time, where you screenshot, and you zoom in, and you screenshot again, and you zoom in, you
Get a
screenshot.
little abs.
So he had like a nice like little 2-pack, and I'm like, Ben, ab off. Like I want to have an ab off with him and Falone, because like me and Falone have pretty good abs.
I couldn't do it today. I got a spider bite on my belly button.
Whoa.
So, yeah,
You can't just like say that
You
and
gotta
then
show
not
him.
elaborate.
I have to like untuck an undershirt. It's too much work. Okay, but like I was eating today. You know, you do what you do. There's this all red. Like I had a spider that lived in my bed once. Like,
That's so
okay.
cute. What's his name?
What's his name? Charlotte.
No.
Oh no, that was
Right, you
the
messed
pig.
up.
What?
Same thing.
It puts some pig above my bed. It's really insulting. No, but but
No, is it the spider or the pig?
So it was like the pig on acid the whole time? There's no way this spider knew English.
Oh my god.
Hi.
But
Okay.
neither
Why
did
would the
the
pig
pig.
know English? How to...
So what if it was just
Back to my spider best friend,
all
who's
from
actually my
the
enemy.
mind?
Like it.
One
So
man.
I got a spider bite on like my leg, right? So then like I was like, that sucks, you know, it was like white and stuff. So you know, I like the next day, it happens again. I like nothing. And then again,
You
like
don't have
I go in, I was looking for everywhere. No, it was definitely a spider. And then like nothing. I think I'm gonna roll over. I'm gonna kill it in my sleep eventually. It had to be down at like the very bottom of my bed, where, like the cushions tuck in.
Ew.
It was
living
rough.
there?
Like it bit me 3 times in a week, and then finally, I was like, yo, I'm done. And I take all the sheets off my bed. I wash them all, and like,
Good.
I'm sure it had to be gone. But it was rough.
Did you name him?
No, I
Did you name? Did
joke face, joke face O'Neill.
you name your spider bite?
Why O'Neill?
His name.
There are O'Neills at this school and might take offense from this.
I love you, Joe.
Love
Sorry,
you, Jess.
Where's my Jess?
But speaking of children and beds, with a good segue. So, when I was a kid,
I'm not sure where this is.
when I was a kid, me, I'm the child.
Okay. Okay.
I like Michael Jackson, okay, no matter how much I want to be. So, when I was a kid, like, you know, there's the tooth fairy? So once my parents made the mistake, when we were real good, like, we cleaned up all our toys and everything, like, we picked everything up. The next day, they had a little note, like, from the cleanup fairy. And we each got a little Playmobil, like, Knight, in a little plastic bag. And I'm like, oh man, whole new world.
Holy Jesus.
You could have like had the Disney music playing. It's a whole new like it was like my eyes were open. So I'm like, oh, there have to be more fairies. So I write under my pillow that night. I don't even know if you're on your pillow, like you with your teeth. I write to the Pokemon fairy. Well, this is like a point where like my parents did it right.
This just became the best story ever.
My parents
The
did it
Pokemon
right.
Fairy.
My parents made the Pokemon fairy a thing in my life. Like I have a Pokemon Pakaboo. Like I can't even write.
You wrote like that.
Yeah, I still have all like the notes like that. I don't know. When I was a kid, I'm like, it's my connection to the other realm. But like they put like
The
Pokemon
other
cards
realm
under my
exists,
pillow.
Mom.
Like this went on for like a
I'm
period
a
of like
child.
3 months. So like if I was good, like you know, I have Pokemon cards. Like I'd have to write a note. You know, I work on my writing. I'd be like, please, I want a Rayquaza, because Rayquaza, like, what was it?
Of course, they're gonna buy like 10
Yeah.
packs looking for
Well,
the
I
exact
you know what they
Rayquaza.
didn't? They gave me Remoraid, which is a fish.
It's
But you know what?
like-
I treasured that Remoraid because I'm like, oh,
I'm Pokemon to
no, I thought it was my fault. I'm like, oh,
It's
I've
basically
never
the
played.
equivalent of a
I don't-
minnow in real life.
it's like a
It's
minnow
stupid.
versus
What's
a
the
giant
point of it?
sky dragon. But
Okay.
it worked. Because I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I probably didn't write Rayquaza clear enough. I gotta work on my handwriting. So, gotta get that
like
Pokemon theory hookup.
Rayquaza EX.
Yeah, but no, but I was a good kid, so like I felt bad. So I have a Pokemon fairy, so I'm like, hey, Pokemon fairy, do you have a friend named the Polly Pocket Fairy for my sister?
Aww,
It happened.
So nice.
Like that was just parenting at its finest.
I did love
I just
Polly
feel
Pockets.
really bad because of Remoraid.
Remember it?
Really?
Yeah, man, you know,
They're hung up.
they tried.
Come on.
But you know what? No, one time they got me like an entire like deck. It had like all 3 levels of Salamence. So like you went like Bagon or Salamence. So Rose, my girlfriend, she's great.
Your girlfriend, Rose.
She gave me Pokemon cards for Christmas.
Oh my.
Just like along with other stuff. Along with like she just like
Tea.
just-
Tea and Pokemon
she
cards.
told me that
That sounds perfect.
she told me for Christmas I'm gonna get you Pokemon cards. She followed through. She's the best.
That's dope.
Oh.
Like, not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. Like, I don't like Pokemon.
He's a
I've never
keeper.
played it, but like, that's pretty dope.
He's
She's
a
like, your
keeper.
girlfriend got it for you. That's like,
Mhm.
not gonna lie, that's like, kind
It's good.
I mean, I give really good gifts too.
Yeah.
See,
of. I
yeah?
don't.
It's my birthday.
Sorry.
It's my birthday. 2
You
days
didn't
away.
get me
Hey, my
anything for
birthday's today.
birthday.
I did.
Just kidding, it's not.
Her birthday's on the May.
That was my
27th.
Secret Santa gift. You had to
Your
give
birthday
me
is
that. I'll get you some Shalom.
No.
No, I give really like useful gifts that like will be used. So
Like a
Like a
wrench
toothbrush.
or a drill. Coat hangers.
That'd be the way to ruin a relationship.
No!
Like, honey, it's Valentine's Day. I got you an automated toilet paper dispenser.
Let's just think about that. Like,
I was personally thanked. My
As an-
boyfriend, he was like, I got him this scarf because he'd been wearing his mom's scarf for the past year because he didn't have his own, and yeah. So I got him his own scarf and like something else that he uses. He's like, wow, you gave me really useful gifts. Like, I'm actually gonna use these. I'm like, good, because I spent money on them, and if you didn't, I would be not happy. So, yeah.
So Rose and I share the same birthday because we just go like that.
What's your birthday?
February
February
1st.
1st!
Almost Groundhog's Day, you know. But
Almost Valentine's Day.
Wait, when's Groundhog?
February 2nd, obviously the most
Who
exciting
cares
holiday.
about Groundhog's Day?
Flundas.
Puxatani Phil.
Sorry, I'm gonna forget about your birthday over Groundhog's Day.
Is that the
Forget about
Groundhog?
holiday?
Yeah.
Yeah, neither.
Did he die yet or something?
He's immortal.
He is.
He live
They
on in the
shot him
hearts
in the head,
forever.
he didn't die.
Or they just keep getting another one and
No.
calling it Puxatani.
Maybe
No,
like
don't
his
do that, that
day
would
just
be
like
lying.
repeats itself every single day.
Oh
like,
my
like-
god. Oh.
So what are you gonna do for your birthday?
Oh yeah, did you get it?
What? I wasn't listening.
He goes, maybe his day just repeats itself over and over, like Groundhog
Get that
Day.
Groundhog Day
Oh,
humor.
Oh my god.
The movie.
Okay, but
These are terrible.
so Rose likes pandas. I got her a mobile.
I love
That's all like these little pandas, like bamboo. Like,
That's
that's a
romantic.
top-notch boyfriend gift.
That's
like-
a little weird.
You got that for yourself.
But like if she likes it.
No, that's not the audience. It's the best. Like I'm too cute.
They're like pretending to play with the little panda mobile. It's great.
It's cool. Like they're all like the little like the little like glass figures, you know, that like you get at like art fairs, like the little tiny
Yeah,
ones.
someone got one for Rose.
Yeah, I got
using
her
my
a little
money.
panda for Christmas with your money. That I paid you back in ones, like you like it.
Yeah, last
Um,
week. Christmas was
but-
how long ago?
And how much was it?
Like
$5.
$5.
So it's okay that it was in one.
It was this big.
It's so cute.
It was
But
$5.
that's what it's all like. All the little mobiles, all of those. It's cute.
That's cute.
What's your ideal gift like to be given? Like what's the
Money.
best thing?
Well, okay,
That's great.
from like family
Like,
members.
just like anyone. Like if someone
Family
knows
members
you,
definitely
It's-
not
no,
if
Well,
someone
because,
knows you really well, what are they
Keep
gonna
on
get you?
going
Like the
through
best
with
thing.
you guys. I gotta think on this.
Well, cause like over Christmas, like all my grandparents would be like, what do you want? Like I want to get you, cause like I can understand like getting someone like an actual
Give you
gift
something. Yeah.
is like more I don't know like personal than just like here's like some money, but I feel like I don't know money's just the best gift because then I can just like blow it on something like stupid that like someone was like I don't know online Sky Mall's things. You know what I'm talking about?
Sky Mall is going bankrupt.
You're like,
I know.
where am I going to find my 6-foot-tall Moai statues anymore?
What? Nobody
It's gonna be
could have seen this coming. Oh my god.
Hey, they have the best kind of audience, a captive audience.
My dad loves reading Sky Mall. And he, like,
That's the
goes
best
on
part of the
plane.
planes.
And it's so funny because he always gets this seat that doesn't have the Sky Mall in it, so my mom will like pass the Sky Mall.
Actually, the best part of it.
When I was a kid,
Nah.
I thought it was the coolest thing in the world that existed. It was a Nerf gun that you'd hook into your computer, and like you could set a key, and then you could aim it. So like when someone would come in, just hit a key, and the Nerf gun would fire right from your computer. It was in
That's
Skyball.
dope.
I was pretty sure I was going to make my entire room like a fort and
Nice.
defend myself from terrible bugs.
This is really hard. Like, what's the single
The ideal gift.
greatest gift?
Single greatest
I think
gift.
the best gift to me is like something that I can learn.
Something that's
Like a book like I don't know, like
Oh.
magic tricks. Like I don't know magic, right? Like I don't know.
He does.
But yeah, it's magically beautiful. But like I think that'd be cool. It's like anything that I could learn. Like that'd be cool. Just 'cause like I like to learn stuff.
I don't think I could get like, I don't think I could pick a specific gift, but I think something that's like, hey, I got you this because like one time you told me you liked this stuff,
Yeah.
and like I saw
But, like,
it and then I remembered.
good
It's not
memory.
about like inside jokes.
Yeah.
Like especially if it's
No.
like a.
You're wrong.
Can you like shut up for a second?
No, it's the best gift is
Daniel's
the
got it.
planet.
What?
Okay, hold
The
up.
planet.
We're gonna analyze again. Okay. So we'll put it back.
Planet Earth is a
Planet,
really good D&D series.
No.
So like you can name stars after people. Like
Yeah.
maybe like getting a star.
Totally.
No, like
I've thought about that.
you
but
can
then-
have so much money. You buy everybody's stuff. I mean, like you tip off the government, so there's nothing on monopolies, right? So you buy everything and give it to your friend.
Conspiracies
They
are
rule
done
the
with
world.
you. We're
Or
done
if
with
you own the
That's
planet,
pretty
wouldn't you
cool.
rule the world?
I was like we were talking about like just
We're done
gifts
with
between
that.
like friends. And
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Daniel,
Yeah.
if you want to give me the planet, I'll take it.
Give me
It's
the
okay.
planet.
I mean, a really good
Hey,
friend
give me
that I
Earth.
got, or a really
Earth doesn't matter if I don't have
Okay.
Daniel's heart.
Don't worry, I'm ambitious. I'm gonna make a lot of money. I will get you, Earth.
Thank you.
and buy yourself
I'll
a pair of
get you.
Heelys.
Oh my god, that is the greatest gift. She wins.
Heelys, wait, no. If someone gave me like Heelys that fit my feet, oh, it'd be a beautiful thing.
I think the best gift that I got most recently was because I specifically asked for it. I got my necklaces are taken.
That's really cool.
I got a little succulent plant. It's so cute and like I had
gave
been
Rose one before she
looking
went to
at
college.
them for like months. I'm like, I want that for my birthday. And my friend Zoe is like, okay, I'll get you one. I'm like, I want that kind. She's like, okay, I'll get it for you. And then I said that I also want a flight suit, but like that didn't happen. That's okay. And my room, it doesn't like I have a window in my room, but it doesn't get that much sun in it. So every morning I put my little succulent in this other window, and it gets all the sun, and it has these little
You name it?
shoots coming out, like it's growing new
name it?
leaves. And then at night I put it in my room because I
What'd you
don't want
name
it to freeze next to the window, and
What'd you
like
name it?
it's a little baby.
It
It doesn't have a name. It's my little baby.
I've got a succulent. It's a club moss. It's great because I can forget to water it for like 6 months and then it's totally fine.
True.
Deuces. But
So I used to have a little plant. Wait, I don't know like what kind of plant it was. It was like this little tiny like cacti sort of thing.
it's succulent.
Yeah,
His name was
succulent is
Petey.
a cactus.
Petey the
with
potted
elbows.
plant. It was Petey. My brother got it for me.
In-
It was Petey the potted plant, and it was really small, and it died.
In August,
Like it
My
really
parents
died.
got me a plant.
in August, there's National Walk Your House Plant Day. It's my favorite holiday to celebrate. It's to take your house plant on
I'm
a
pretty
walk.
sure everybody takes part in that too.
It's nationwide.
I don't have a pet plant.
I had
That's why you're
Oh,
up here.
Daniel doesn't have a
Daniel's
plan.
terrible life with a bad and sample. But when I was a kid, I got a little Venus flytrap and I named it Persephone.
Oh.
And I don't know, just like Greek stuff, cool. I was a little nerd.
One time I described someone as a Venus flytrap. Because they're prickly and they like, when you get close to them, they eat you.
I think the best like insult is just fruit bat because it's so ambiguous. Like, is it good? Is it bad? Dude, you're such a fruit bat. Like, is that good? Is that bad? Like, what do you
I've
do?
never heard that
I've
term.
heard that. Don't worry, Flo.
Fruit bat.
Fruit bat?
Yeah.
I've never heard that term. Like
I have.
I know the animal, but
Fun fact of the day: almost Snapple here, fruit bat. So like the only animal that's only a frugivore.
sorry.
So they only eat fruit. I could be a fruit bat. When I was a kid, like, I don't know, my sister went all vegetables, I just only ate fruit. It's been great.
Veggies are not veggies.
No, I
I
think
love
green
veggies.
and gross.
Also
Back to
love
Daniel's
fruit.
terrible life.
I like the ones that aren't like, you know how some vegetables are more beneficial than others?
Some
the,
like crunchy water.
the dark green ones, like spinach
Like
and
watermelon.
broccoli, like that's really good
Watermelon's
for you.
delicious. Don't
But like celery is basically just water.
Celery's
and, like that's
stupid.
my favorite.
Celery.
Celery makes me
Worse!
really mad.
on
It
that on the
hydrates you. Doesn't that count?
on the note that celery is stupid. Quote of the day. I think we're gonna have to wrap up the podcast. We're gonna try to keep these about an hour long.
Celery
Just so that
sauce.
they're fun and short to watch. You know, we don't want to
Certainly
take
not
up too much
over
of
an
your
hour,
time.
But I didn't say
A
anything.
little more, you know. So I want to thank you guys all for coming on. You guys who made it really
Thank
fun.
you very much, Flo.
And I'd like to thank a few people who made this possible. Miss Lentz for helping out, and Miss Medved and Miss Cook, Mr. Wepford too. They just really did a lot to help us out. So yeah,
Heart Mr.
I-
Wepford.
I really hope that yeah, everything can keep going with this because I think we're having a lot of fun. Tune in next week for HTGP. See you next time, guys. Bye.
Woo!